Hey everybody, welcome to All This Science, episode 18. I'm Dr. C, and this is the science podcast that explains a scientific concept in 5 minutes or less, or double your money back. Did you know that All This Science was voted the second best podcast by my relatives in the history of podcasting? All the other podcasts tied for first. Anyway, today I clean up with a discussion about keeping your science lab clean and organized. Why? Because the cleaner it is, the safer it is. Do you know there are people who devote their lives to workplace health and safety? They come to your bench and demand that safety rules are followed. They are the safety squad, with Harley Quinn and the Joker perhaps, and they mean business. They're the ones who in elementary school had all their pencils pre-sharpened and labeled with their full name and social insurance number. The ones who write the reference number when they enter a 3-day vacation stop on their daily newspaper. The ones who actually keep receipts when they load up with gas from Exxon or Taco Bell. You can't just sweep biological hazards under the rug when the safety crew arrives in your town. So, here's a little tune I wrote about the safety crew. Now, safety is a huge business, so in 5 minutes I cannot possibly look at all the aspects. I therefore invoke the hive mind of the internet, the crowdsourcing, GoFunding, Indiegogoing collective wisdom of you all. I want you to write additional verses and then email them to me at allthisscience@gmail.com or send me a tweet at allthisscience. After a few months, I'll stitch them all together and have members of my award-winning high school choir sing the song. Who knows, it might break the Guinness Book of World Records for longest and best collaborative safety song. I guarantee you that the music video will go viral, in a safe way, of course. As an added bonus, if you come up with a chorus, toss that in too, and I will give you a shout-out on the podcast. In fact, anyone who sends me a verse or a chorus gets a shout-out. A shout-out. You get a shout-out. You get a shout-out. Oprah Winfrey reference. You can put that shout out on your resume, by the way. Now, the tune is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Hey, do you know the difference between Kris Kringle and a cat on a beach? One is Santa Claus and one has sandy paws. I went out with a sandy paws once. When she got older, she changed her name to Mena. By the way, I'm delighted that the next 20 or so podcasts will be produced and presented by my high school students. Talk about 21st, dare I say 22nd century learning. We've got STEM, STEAM, SciComm, and No Child Left Behind because it's all for one and one for all, this science. Okay, here we go. Safety crew is coming to town. You better watch out, you better not pout, hide the Purell including the spout. Safety crew is coming to town. We're afraid of your cords and bulletin boards, tripping hazards, dissecting swords. Safety crew is coming to town. Are your books stacked too high? Have you a tape of Family Guy? Is the powder under your sink stored securely and dry? Safety crew is coming to town. Have you labeled your cleaners, checked before date on your wieners, unblocked all your vents, de-electrified your fence? Safety crew is coming to town. Have you fastened your tanks, self-contained in some Spanx, upright and tall, 'cause they cannot fall? Safety crew is coming to town. Do you have the right jugs for biological waste? Do you use safety scissors when you cut and paste? Safety crew is coming to town. Have your eye wash stations met their temperature quota, or are they spewing out vinegar and baking soda? Safety crew is coming to town. So that's 7 verses. You give me another 107. Email me allthisscience@gmail.com or Twitter at allthisscience. Have a safe day. Goodbye.